In this battle, we're taking on Anubis. They're actually ranked number 2 in the leaderboard at this current moment. Let's go ahead and take our screenshot of their team. Certainly a unique one for a number 2 ranked player. Although, I mean, this is actually a pretty decently competitive meta, so I would say that there's some validity in their achievement here. However, I'm also noting that it does not appear they really have a counter to Sticky Web. Unless, like, Sun Q gets default. Maybe the bird. We'll just go ahead. Or it could even just be, like, a taunt lead with Whimsicott. We'll find out. But I'm going to go right into Araquanid. Magnezone is okay because I have Landorus and I can U-turn out of this. He can Flash Cannon, technically, but I'm not too worried about that. In fact, what would be better is if we get him... Next time I can go into Magnezone if he tries to Flash Cannon predict here. I can U-turn out of this. Yeah, so we got him on the on that. Let's see actually. So we Earthquake, he does have a way to punish it. We definitely just take our U-turn here. Could even Explosion, but like there's literally no point of doing that this early. He stays in. Oh. Okay. He's probably gonna go for a Flash Cannon. So I just Victini, Weak Ray. I thought it was gonna be like I thought it was gonna be a magnet. It might still be magnet pull, but Rocky Helmet's a bit peculiar, to say the least. We'll take a Tri Attack, which is not fun. Although it doesn't look like he has a very easy switch into my Z Inferno Overdrive. We can just Weak Raid though and save the Z move for later. So I'll have Sticky Web opportunities in the future. So I only want to save going for the Z move when I actually can get momentum and then, you know, use it twice, if that makes sense. Because the idea of the Z move and why I'm using it over Choice Band and Choice Scarf is so that I can go for basically 2 Weak Rays in a row. The Z move being slightly more stronger, and it can also go to Protect, and it avoids accuracy, which makes it really good. And then typically, if the opponent sends something bulky, let's just say it's Glasgow or Clefable, which are the ones that are typically sent in nowadays, at least based on my encounters, then I can just go for another round. What? Yo, how is that supposed to work? That's a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen that one before. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work either. We just go into Rotom here though, just because he could be a special attack or whatever. And we can just wall switch out and then probably Landorus. Dude. I mean, I know that it has a move that copies like the dance moves, but I don't think Weak Ray is anything close to dance moves, so that just seems to be bugged. So he's Trace Levitate, noted. Let's wall switch and try and get a chance at Araquanid setting up if he can. You did not deserve to take all that damage on Victini though, so maybe next time I do Z Inferno Overdrive. Do we need this for anything else? Probably not. Be annoying if he knocks us out of Endeavor range though. Oh, we can just Liquidation on this. Yeah, that's not a problem. He's wasting his HP. And I could actually even theoretically just go for the knockout with Liquidation if we bring him low enough here. He's wasting his substitutes. I don't know if he has a lot of recovers to work with here. That's typically not the play. Especially if we can get a defense drop here in one of these Liquidations if he tries to recover it off. I don't know if he's trying to PP stall. Ugh. He has Levitate. I don't want to give him a free switch into his own Magnezone if I go into my Magnezone. So I might just keep going for liquidation. Are we knocked out of? Please don't tell me we're in Custap Berry range. Hopefully we're not. Let me just do some calculations. Because actually, I would rather save my priority for later. 47 divided by 175 is... So we're just out of Custap Berry range. Good. And now we can knock it out with priority liquidation. Which is good. Yeah, that's an exchange I'm willing to make. It's Porygon 2 looked like it would be pretty annoying. So taking care of it there is pretty useful for us. And honestly, I could have even just spammed Endeavor, because then you wouldn't be able to switch out. Although, like, and then I could have brought in Pinsir, and then try to Mega Evolve and got some momentum out of that. I'm gonna say Dragonite probably is a sack, is my idea here. Yeah. Probably. Oh, he has clear body actually. This is a bit dangerous, if I do say so myself. I kind of want to scare him with Will-O-Wisp, but it's not like that's really advantageous for me either. Maybe I just liquidation and see if I can get a defense drop. He can revenge kill. That's okay. Yeah, I don't want it to set up Dragon Darts too easily. I think Landorus outspeeds, does it not? Although then he can get a free switch in for some of his other Pokemon. So I think I'm gonna Wall Switch with Magnezone. Technically he actually does outspeed us. He might have Fire Blast though. This is definitely tricky. Although I think if he has Fire Blast it might not be enough to one-shot. Based on the fact that he no, he does have Life Orb, but it looks like it's a physical set. Based on my understanding here. Maybe I just Landorus and Earthquake. He goes into Oricorio, what do I do? Is the question. So if he goes into Oricorio, I have Rotom, yeah. I'm not endangered by that. I could even Hidden Power Ice just to cover my weaknesses better. Let's just Earthquake. Yeah, he can go into Oricorio. That's something I'm fine with working with. Because there's a good chance he might actually be threatened by the fact that I might have something else. Yeah, and we also want to get the most damage we can here. So that Quick Attack can finish off Dragapult if it comes down to it. Yeah, and now we just... Oh, okay, so he actually kills himself there, which is good. I was worried about Dragapult. This team is actually not really built to handle it too well. And, I mean, it's definitely a Pokemon that can snowball if you're not careful. And in my opinion, it would probably be an Uber if it was in the standard meta today. Yeah, as long as I play this right, I don't think I need to be too worried. Depends though, he could Quiver Dance and that could be scary. Revelation Dance is really the best outcome. I mean, he has good sweeping potential with a lot of these Pokemon, just he seems to be going a more offensive approach, which is nice for us, but yeah. We Wall Switch on this. Because I mean I have other Pokemon that would like to come in. And there's a very good chance he switches out, which he does right there. So you don't want to, because he's probably going to go into... Oh, okay, I was expecting Whimsicott there, but we'll take that as well. And I might even just try and go for my Hidden Power Fire on this. Or actually I could Pinsir. Yeah. this is definitely a great Pinsir opportunity since he's caught in the sticky web now. We know he's a Rocky Helmet, so I'm not gonna try setting up though. That would be the stupidest thing you could do. I mean, technically I could save Mega, I could just not Mega Evolve and then, you know, go for a Swords Dance, but I mean, that just doesn't make too much sense in my opinion, since he has Whimsicott to kind of shut down any sweep attempts, and there's no need to take damage on Pinsir that early because it does have a good offensive presence if you use it right. And that's kind of what I've learned about using Mega Pinsir. I mean, really the best thing to do is try and bring it in on chances like this when you know it can outspeed and revenge kill, and then once you get it in its Mega state, then you got the really good base speed to work with. You have a flying type to work with. There's a lot of benefits there. This seems like Rotom round 2. If I was really conscious, I would also just like honestly just return on this just to make sure it doesn't get anywhere, but good. Because I'm looking at it and I don't know what Pinsir's really gonna do beyond this. I mean, it obviously has a great matchup against Whimsicott, but like he's only got 3 Pokemon left. Lapras, Oricorio, and Whimsicott, and we're probably going to die to Ice Beam just as likely as we are to die to Revelation Dance. And if he tries to set up a Quiver Dance here, we definitely get a lot of value, and we have Magnezone to take care of Whimsicott, right? And we have ways to deal with Whimsicott, so I'm just going to return here and take my damage. Oh, I forgot he actually outspeeds me. Never mind, that was a stupid play, guys. Don't ever do that one. Well, looks like a good opportunity to chop an explosion. I don't want to keep this for later if I can help it. I don't know if this is Choice Scarf. Yeah, it's not, so we outspeed. We'll pick up Oricorio there. Yeah, and Magnezone kind of has a really good matchup. I'll just Wall Switch if it's Lapras, and then go into my own Rotom, and then Wall Switch again. If he goes into Lapras, and if he goes into Whimsicott, I can just Flash Cannon, and that's going to be neutral damage to Lapras. So really, this is an exchange that is pretty comfortable for me in every department, to be honest. And yeah, you might be asking why explode so early. Well, it's because Landorus is at really low HP. It's probably not going to do too well against Prankster Whimsicott, and I really don't have a great matchup against Oricorio, so the last thing I need is for that to set up a Quiver Dance and then go for a sweep. I mean, I did actually give away Pinsir pretty easily for no reason. I mean, well, I actually kind of I didn't realize that Oricorio was so slow, and that's my or so fast, and that's my fault too, because I didn't actually check its speed tier. So I assumed that it wouldn't be faster than base 105, and I guess it actually is. But, you know, that's that. Wall Switch here on Polywood's going to be Hydro Pump. And Wall Switch again into Rotom. Yeah, so Rotom would probably Wall Switch out of what might be Freeze Dry. So, it's just, it seems like a really good matchup for us. Would have been nicer now, actually, to have Choice Specs over Choice Scarf. I will say that. It is like one of the few times. But I mean, I guess that's still sufficient enough damage to be high value. And then we also have Victini in the back, just in case we can't get through Lapras. And we have a Z move in store for his team. Oh. It's peculiar. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Lapras is honestly not the most viable Pokemon, so I'm not worried about that. I'm more so worried about what Whimsicott might have. And Whimsicott's more of a utility Pokemon. It's meant to help a team rather than itself, if that makes sense. Okay, good. It's enough to knock him out. And then we just go for a Z recreate, and that should win the game. I mean, I could even Flash Cannon, but I don't think that's necessary. I think Victini can do the job here just as well. Alrighty, so yeah, that right there is going to be GG. He's going to get hit head on by that Z Inferno Overdrive. I think it can normally OHKO neutral Pokemon, and this is a super effective and frail Pokemon right here, so this is going to be insane damage output. So yeah, that right there though, once... Oh, he has a Focus Sash. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah, it's fine. I don't even be prankster. His Endeavor went last. I actually don't know if it's a damaging move or not, but that right there is GG.